Hello, ladies and gents. So, there's some new TV spots basically for the new Prey film, Predator, Prey, and I thought we'd just take a look at them. So, this is interesting because it does actually show off the weapon. So there's 2 TV spots, and the weapon itself is really interesting. Actually, it's kind of like a spear gun. Now, this is the weapon which I thought was on its back here. I thought it was a sword, but it's not. Like it's like a crossbow type thing. So I thought we'd look at it because it's going to be interesting. So we'll watch the TV spot and then we'll kind of talk about it and all of that stuff.
There's something out there. I've never seen anything like it.
I'm not frightened by a bear.
It's not a bear.
You think you're ready?
Prey, rated R, only on Hulu August 5th. Watch the full trailer online.
So I really like that. I really like the look. God, I'm starting to like it more and more. I know people don't like it. I'm aware, but I like the cinematography. Like, this is a cool shot. And you know what? I tell you what, right? Because people are like, "Oh, well, it's low budget." Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. Like, yeah, it is low budget, which sucks. But isn't it funny how using a real person in a real cave with real lighting, you end up with a better cinematic experience. This shot here is great cinematography versus the most expensive TV show ever made. I'm looking at you, Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. Like, this shot, come on, regardless of how much you dislike, the way they're going with this story, you can't tell me that this shot here doesn't look amazing. Now, that is an amazing shot, like it is. So anyway, something's out there. I'm not afraid of any bear. I think that bear sequence is good. I hope that bear sequence is going to be great because the producer teased it in one of the interviews, saying, "Oh, the Revenant." So that's obviously what he was talking about. Is this bear sequence? I really hope it's a good sequence. The racking of focus. So here, like, the racking focus is what you do manually, and they would have done this manually. Is moving in and out of focus from foreground to background. So here, rack focus, rack focus, rack focus. It's quite nicely done. I'm hoping that they do it a little bit better in film, that the sequence is a bit longer, and then because it's not fully racked. Like, if I roll it backwards, you can see nice, like a good shot of the blood, good, and then obviously trying to focus on Amber's character, but they haven't fully done it. So I'll give them benefit of the doubt, and I'd imagine that they will. But then, they start talking about, "Oh, I'm not afraid of no bear." This is her brother, Tabe, I think it was. Supposedly. And a load of people are like, why are they speaking English? There is actually going to be a Comanche version of this, just as an FYI. So, yeah, look forward to that, because I think that'd be cool. One of the reasons why this bear looks so good, actually, in the water, is they did have a person in a bear suit. So, like, this water action is very likely real. So, again, kudos to them. Like, what they've done with the budget, I think, is actually good. But it's the story that's the issue. We're just going to have to see how that plays out. I'm not going to count it out yet, because there are plenty of comics which, women have worked with predators and stuff like that. Women have taken down predators and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see how it plays out and whether it does justice. I think that this is probably the worst part of the bear animation, is this, him being sort of pulled over. The legs look a bit weird coming over the tree trunk there. But all in all, like, really, really good. Like, I'm looking forward to seeing this bear situation. I think the bear's going to surprise us. And I'm talking about a bear in a Predator film, but fuck it. I just think that's cool. Like, that's good imagery. But here we have the stuff which is really cool. So I was like, oh, what's going on? Oh, there he is. Oh. They call it a movie event, but I mean, it's on fucking Hulu. Ugh. This is cool. So he's holding it down, holding it out, and then one raises up. So it's a spear gun, and then the laser sight comes on. So the laser sight's not, well, I mean, the laser sight's kind of on. It is on. Like, it's there, and then raises up, ready to go. Like, that's quite cool. I really like the look of that. I really like the look of that. That's a cool. It's like a well, I was gonna say handheld spear gun. So was the other one. That's cool. Like, it's very reminiscent of the original Monolith AVP games, which I think Rebellion had a hand in as well. That's fucking, yeah, man. That's sick. Like, that's cool. And so this is obviously, you know, he's obviously getting ready to shoot him, and then they run, and it looks like it's cloaked. Oh no, he's cloaked. He runs and jumps, I think. Does he? Yeah, hands out, boom, lands on him, I think. I still like that. I like that shot. No, I'm afraid no birds, no bear. Blah. This is all cool. Good to see jumping around. This shot still interests me, just because of the face. But anyway, so we scroll down. This is what we're looking at here. I will, you know, state that it's definitely not a Predator skull now. Before I was like, oh, it could be a Predator skull. I mean, it's definitely not. Like, you can see it's definitely not. But I still, like, that's cool. I'm hoping they've nailed the bloody Predator face this time. I really, really hope they do. But isn't that cool? This is good. Again, remember, they got a tiny budget on this, and all I'm doing is comparing it to Lord of the Rings at the moment, because I'm like, well, Lord of the Rings is the biggest budget of all time. Then this they've done pretty well with. Anyway, and then there was this one, which was over on Instagram, which is going to be weird aspect ratio, but I guess deal with it.
I think you're ready.
So that's cool. There's a new weapon that he holds up. This is kind of the face is quite. So it is. I mean, it is a biomass. Then you can see that it's metal round there. It's like he's grafted a skull onto a biomask, and then I'm guessing it will come down and cover his mouth so he can breathe a little bit. But there's no tubes. I can't see any tubes. Any breathing tubes. This is going to be very interesting in terms of the lore. But it does look badass, and obviously that's a big new weapon. Oh no. Just scroll back a little bit and you see a tip of it there. Just the tip, ladies and gents. Interesting weapon. They've done well with the hands as well. Like, prosthetics, getting people to work with hands is really difficult. Like, yeah, hands suck in prosthetics. They've done well there. I do like that. I do like that shot. Look at the face. It's really fucked up. I'm hoping this will be a scary Predator.
I think you're ready.
Oh, so it is Tabe. Yeah, I thought it was. You think you're ready? Yeah. I think that's a dog there, if I remember rightly. Well, there was a dog in one shot, anyway. Anyway, I think this looks alright. That's as far as I'm putting my thoughts on it at this point in time. It looks alright. We'll see how it goes. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out my Teespring store. Supporting the channel via this way does go a long way. But also, not only that, you do get to wear some awesome merch. These are one-of-a-kind designs designed for me by my graphic designer. We, of course, have our Clown World line, which is in mugs, hoodies, t-shirts. We've got Space Jeebus. And then for something a little bit different, we, of course, have right down at the bottom right here, we have our Pulsar GTIR. Also, ladies and gentlemen, consider checking out and supporting my second channel, which is Car Nonsense. This is a vlog and car channel. You can find links to this in the description box, along with my Teespring. Please do consider supporting.